Welcome to my weekly spiel. Welcome to my weekly spiel. Yada yada blah blah blah. Yada yada blah blah blah. It's time for Margaret's weekly spiel. Greetings and salutations. This is Margaret Franklin of Margaret Franklin Creations, welcoming you to today's episode of Weekly Spiel. It is Friday, April 26th, day before the 27th. Tomorrow is Ace Frehley's birthday. Happy birthday, dude. We love you. And the day after that is the birthday of my former boss, wherever she is. I told you about that time she went missing. You never hear about... Oh well, the less said about her, the better. Anyway, remember this number. It will save your life. Western Union Customer Care, 1-800-235-0000. I'm very thankful that Jeanette could find it on the website because I couldn't. Oh, I struggled and struggled. If you are having trouble with Western Union, just call this number and give them your confirmation number, and they will tell you how long you have to wait for your money. Oh, this will save you repeated trips back and forth to Money Mart or Cash for You. They should have the number themselves and call for you, but oh no, that makes too much sense. Oh, I tell you what. Anyway, because the person who placed the order used Walmart. Walmart in the States, of course. I do not like Walmart for Western Union. I tried to receive money from Walmart once using Western Union, and Walmart here, if you're trying to pick up money, what they want your passport and your confirmation aren't enough. They want at least 2 pieces of mail, like utilities, addressed to you in your name, and the blood of your firstborn. Trouble is, we rent, so our utilities are included, and of course the cable and internet are in my husband's name. That part about the firstborn, that's just me being facetious and using hyperbole. Anyway, that was before I knew of places like Money Mart and Cash for You, and I discovered them later, and I swear by them, but they're not always great, especially like when they wouldn't tell me why my money wasn't there, and I wasted 3 trips this week. Well, the first time I got my money from my other customer, the one who I'm making this Knobles thing for. It's a pillow cover, and I'm hoping I'll also be making a quilt featuring the Knobles horses. That money was easy. It was only, well, $60 US came to 80 Canadian, and but the other money, I had the number written down wrong. Well, even if I had it written down right, it was still on hold, and I don't know why. But I think Walmart and Western Union don't mix. Well, Walmart is evil when it comes to that sort of thing. When I was claiming my money from Walmart, this was like at the beginning of the pandemic when it was at its height. I had a mask on. The lady behind at the counter, she had a mask on, and there was a sheet of plexiglass, and she didn't want to touch my book where I write my confirmation numbers down. I had to keep repeating the number, and then when I finally got it all written down for her, or when she finally got it written down, she told me all this about needing the utility bills. Anyway, I will show you what's new on the agenda these days. I am hoping to get this quilt done in time for the carousel convention as a prize for the raffle. See, there's 3 rows here. It needs 2 more to be done. I started this like way back in 2016, I believe. This horse here came from the Euclid Beach carousel, and they have that at some automotive museum there. This is another horse from that carousel. But this is the coloring picture that I did there, or that I bought from there. I think it was $3 for the sheet itself, shrink wrapped with cardboard. And this is my living room horse. The living room has been closed since the pandemic, but they have a truck or a bus where they have outdoor studios and pop-ups. I've never been to the bus. I don't fancy doing art outside in case it's windy. But this was a particularly wonderful day back when they had the studio. It says, how many folks get to, let me read that, get to wear a giant cupcake hat and dance in the rain and enjoy fried green tomatoes for dinner all in the same day. So we had our nice little garden out back there. And I used to love bringing home green tomatoes and frying them. And this is my latest finish project, my Magic Unicorn Land. Dave gave me this coloring poster for Christmas. I traced it onto fabric and embroidered all this. Took me about a month or two in between projects. I'm often multitasking. And my husband's nurse wants to buy this for her daughter. So I think next Saturday she'll be by to get that from me and pay for it. This is the Knoebels horse with the logo. I've already traced it before for Tracy. And this is my Rapid Tea Rabbit's horse for the quilt that's on the couch. These two are for the quilt on the couch too. This is a Bayal donkey with a bobbing head, European carving. And this is from the Silver Beach coloring pictures. That one was on Tracy's quilt too. Sometimes I like to make more than one copy because I might use them for other quilts. And voila, la pièce de résistance. I gave my husband 2 doodle art posters for Christmas, and one of them is fish and the other is jungle. I am tracing the fish to embroider too. I never really, when I buy coloring books, I never buy them to color. I always like the challenge of embroidery, and I'm always thinking about, like, at night before I go to sleep, I'll be flipping through my coloring books and thinking, what kind of wonderful stitches and what kind of thread I'm going to use for such and such a design. And I make quilts, I make wall hangings, I do all this sort of thing. Anyway, now that I've told you about Western Union, you know what to do. I will post that on my Facebook too. You got to remember that number just in case you're having any frustrations about your money not getting to you in time. And I don't know why this happens, but hopefully once everything is in place, I'll be able to do my project. And actually I have several projects on the go. Find out whether or not I'm going to the carousel convention this year. It sounds kind of boring. I've already been to most of these carousels, but they don't really strike me as being favorites. But I do miss my carousel people. And I do enjoy all the recognition that my fans give me for my creativity. Which got me thinking about the other day. I came across a thing about Iris Apfel on Facebook. It was on my memories feed. She was celebrating her 96th birthday. I think she died recently, like before Christmas. She was like 103. And I was thinking, it's a certain kind of person who lives to be over 100. I took a life expectancy quiz that said I'd be 106, which means I would live to see the country's bicentennial. I already saw the centennial in 67. People who live to be in their 90s or even 100, they have a certain zest for life. They have a certain, very creative, resourceful, a lot of gumption, a lot of, like, they enjoy things that are colorful and exciting. They love animals. They enjoy living their lives to the fullest. My father-in-law says there was a lady at their church who lived to be 103, 104. I don't know if she's still alive now, but she outlived all her kids. They were in their 70s and 80s. She lived to be, what, 104? Well, I'm not going to have that problem because I don't have kids. Anyway, I've babbled on long enough. How long have I been talking? 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Bye-bye. Be back soon. Thanks for watching Weekly Spiel.